Hello everyone, welcome to another video from my channel about solving systems of equations by using substitution method. This method is very helpful whenever you are having the coefficient of y or the coefficient of x as 1. So let's look at these given functions for you. You are having the first equation and the second equation. Look at the coefficients of x, the coefficients of y. You will be noticing that the first one is having the coefficient of 1. So without reading the question, maybe in the question sometimes it will not specify for you which method you need to use. So by your understanding, you have to understand that the best way to solve this system of equations is to use the substitution. And for example, previously in the previous lessons, I was only giving you y equal for x minus 6 and I was giving you x is equal to 3. Substitute means you want to remove this value of x and you have to put a 3 and then value. Find the value. But now it is different. It is you need to find the solution of this system, which will be with coordinate point x and y. So now let's see. First of all, I'm planning to put this equation as equation number 1 and this is as equation number 2. Always focus on the equation that will be having whether y or x as coefficient of 1. So let's write this one again. 5x plus 3y equal minus 1. Now what does it mean to substitute? That means you will put an equation inside the other. So we are having y alone. So let's write this one 5. Do I have x alone? No, just put it as it is, plus 3. Do I have y alone? Yes, that means open brackets and you will put all this equation and you will remove y for x minus 6 equal to minus 1. Now all what you need to do is you need to simplify 5x plus then distributive property 12x, another distributive property, minus 18 equal minus 1. Now pay attention to the like terms. So you need to put the like terms next to each other. And because you need to solve an equation, that means let's move minus 18 to the other side. Plus 18. This will be giving you 17. And you have now equation from one step. Divide by 17. Divide by 17. You will be having x as 1. Am I done? No, I'm not done. I need to find also y. And you need to be very organized in your solution. So y equal 4x minus 6. Let's use this x substitute to find y. 4, 1 minus 6. Y is equal 4 minus 6, which means minus 2. And this is your solution. You will put it as coordinate point 1 and minus 2. So let's check this by using graphing this system of equation. So these two lines are intersecting in one point and this one point will be having the solution for you. So if I would like to describe them, it will be exactly one solution. Also, because it is only one solution, it will be independent and it will be consistent. So you need to know how can you solve it using substitution and by graphing. Now let's go to this question. You are having system of equations and you are having this y alone. So if you focus, that means you need to remove this y and you will put this one instead of it. So let's solve it step by step. 2x plus 5. Now open this big brackets. That means you need to substitute with this y. 3x plus 10, and then you need to put it equal to minus 1. Now what you need to do is that distributive property and simplification. 2x plus 15x plus 50 equal minus 1. Let's simplify the like terms and solve the equation. So you will be having 17x minus 50 minus 50. It will be minus 51. You are having an equation from one step. Divide by 17, find x, and it will be for you minus 3. Now, are you done? No. You need to find y. So let's substitute y equal 3x plus 10. So you are having 3 multiplied by minus 3 minus 9 plus 10. That means y will be equal 1. So if you would like to put it as coordinate point, it will be minus 3 and 1. So let's check the graphing. So yes, it will be having exactly one solution, independent and consistent. So it will be as this question. Now let's look at this. Now let's check the solution and the system of equation. Ask yourself, did it keep y alone for you, x alone for you? No. That means you need to do this step. Look at the coefficients. Am I going to put this alone? It is hard. It is having coefficient of 4. Am I going to change this? It is having coefficient of 5. What about this one? It is having coefficient of 1, which will be helpful for you. That means let's concentrate on this one, which will be having coefficient of 1. I will call this equation 1. I will call this equation 2. So let's change an equation to keep y alone. So if I would like to keep y alone, what is the sign of 3x? It is minus. Just add it both sides. Let's now organize our solution. Y will be 3x minus 13. This is your new y, which you will be using for substitution. And that's it. Now, how can I use substitution to solve this system of equation as we did previously? Let's go to equation 1. Now 4, do I have x alone? No, just keep the x as it is. Plus 5, do you have y alone? Yes. So you will be opening this brackets and put 3x minus 13. Close this brackets and put the 11 as it is. And as we did previously, all what you need to do is distributive property. So 4x plus 15x minus 65 is equal to 11. Let's watch these two like terms. 19x. Let's move this one to the other side. And it will be 76. You are having an equation only from one step. divide by 19, divide by 19, find x, and this x will be 4. Now, are you done? No, you have to use the above equation or one of these to find y. The easier for you is the one that you shifted, but sometimes I advise you that you take one of the questions because some of the girls will be getting this one as a wrong answer. So you can substitute in one of the above. All of them will give you the same way or the same solution. 3x minus 13, y is equal 3 by 4 minus 13. So it will be 12 minus 13 minus 1. So your solution will be 4 and minus 1. Now let's check our solution by graphing. So it will be the same, exactly one solution, independent and consistent. Now let's see, am I going always to keep y alone? Let's see in this question. We are having system of equations and let's check the coefficient. This one is having coefficient of 1, so it is easier to keep x alone this time. So it's not always that you will be removing y alone. So let's focus on equation number 1. You will be keeping x alone. So if you would like to keep x alone, that means look at the sign of 3y, it is minus, just add 3y both sides. So your x now will be minus 9 plus 3y. This is your new x. And now you will be putting equation 1 inside equation 2 and solve it by substitution. 5, and now you are having x alone. So minus 9 plus 3y minus 2y as it is equals 7 as it is. Now you will be using distributive property. So it will be minus 45 plus 15y minus 2y equal 7. Now let's look at the like terms here and let's move this one to the other side. So you are having 13y here equal to 52. Now you are having one step equation. Divide by 13, divide by 13. You are having y as 4 and it is directly done. Now what is missing for you? The missing value for you is x now. So it is the opposite. You will be using now value of y to find x, minus 9 plus 3y. And as I said, you can use this one or you can use one of them. It will be giving you the same answer. Minus 9 plus 3 multiplied by 4. X is equal minus 9 plus 12, which will be giving you 3. Now let's write it as coordinate point. So it will be 3 and 4. Let's check. So it is exactly one solution, independent and consistent. Is it always going to be having one solution? Let's see in these examples. I'm having y alone again, so let's follow the same steps. It will be 2x minus, now open brackets, you will be putting y as it is, equal to 8. Now pay attention. You will be having to do the distributive property. 2x minus 2x plus 3 equal to 8. You have here like terms, and these like terms will cancel each other. So it will be 0, 0 plus 3 equal to 8. Do you have 3 equal to 8? Ask yourself. It is no. That means it is not equal to each other. That means, do we have solution for this system? So no, no solution. And if we graphed this system of equation, I will be getting parallel lines. They will not intersect in a point. That means it is inconsistent. And you will not have any solution, no solution. Now, let's see this question. None of the coefficients are 1. So, what I advise you to do is that you can choose any of them and you can make it alone. So, I will be choosing the second one and I will be keeping y alone. So, 6y minus 8x equal to minus 2. I would like to have 6y alone, so add 8x both sides. What you will be having? 6y equal to minus 2 plus 8x. Now divide by 6, divide all by 6. So you will be having now y to be minus 1 over 3 plus 4 over 3x. Or you can keep it as it is with the denominator of 3. Pay attention now to this. So this is your new equation 2. And this is your equation 1. Now you will be putting 2 in 1. Let's put it now. 4x minus 3, and you are having your y minus 1 plus 4x over 3 equal to 1. Now pay attention to this. This is one of the really tricky questions which is very easy to notice directly. So without doing the distributive property, you can notice that this number above, it is the same as the number in the denominator, so you can directly cancel them out. So it will be giving you 4x, then minus whatever you are having here, so it will be plus 1 minus 4x equal to 1. Now let's look at the like terms. 4x minus 4x, and these will be opposite to each other, so it will be cancelling each other. So it will be giving you 0 here plus 1, so 1 is equal to 1. Think of this statement. Is it equal to each other or not? So yes. That means whenever you are having the same value, it will give you many solutions. That means whatever value of x you are plugging, it will be giving you the same solution. So you have many solutions for this system. infinite number of solutions. Let's graph it and make a check. So a quick check for this. The lines will be over each other. That means they are consistent. And we are having many solutions. What else can be noticed? That it is dependent.